Like I said, Paranormal Cargo Camera, and we make various appearances on YouTube. But until then, we're working on something now so we can get you guys some consistent episodes of that Ghost Brothers show that you've always loved. So.
Yeah. What'd you say? I heard something in the back. What'd you say? What'd you say? Oh, you gonna be scared now? Oh,
yes!
Yeah.
Love.
There's a lot of shifters out here. I saw a whole day on sitting over here.
Woo! Yes! Woo!
What's our color?
Our graveyard ship colors?
Yeah.
It's
Black.
Red, right?
Are you don't know the colors?
I just started my game a year ago.
You told me it was a cult.
No, we are not a cult. We're cult adjacent.
Once they get a location, it's a cult. Like once you get a building,
No, we meet once a week. Once you start meeting 2 or 3 times a week, then you qualify for your cult status.
Oh, okay. It's like a 501c3.
100%.
It's like a 501c3.
You let them know or not.
yeah. Listen, if you're in trouble, sir, blink, because I know this man.
So that graveyard shit, Kool-Aid.
Will you put this in my side pocket?
Who's next, guys? We got a lot of hands going up, y'all.
You're right here, and then we're gonna go back that way.
Similar question to the last one, Beacon.
You're
Okay.
right,
Oh,
Jimmy.
okay.
And I'm doing anything with Beacon.
Let's be a representative for Beacon.
Are you? Do you like the content on there right now?
I'm waiting, yes.
Okay.
But it's few, it's limited. Yes, exactly. Like Cindy comes and then we're gonna have the
Paranormal mysteries.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
can't wait for that.
Yeah.
But that's like the place to go if you want to see paranormal stuff and you're not watching that on YouTube.
Yeah.
Right?
We've had conversations with Shay about doing something. It's really just like early developmental stuff, and trying to see what that could be. But like the same thing of us getting on digital and going to YouTube, like it really is about us finding the right show, the right concept that we can bring to you guys, but then also getting our schedules together. Like right now it's just really tough getting us all together just to do, an event, right? So to get a show out there consistently, to get so many episodes, like we just gotta.
I'm at home every day. Don't let these boys lie to you.
That's called the
Don't let these boys lie to you. I'm home every day. I haven't been traveling. I see them going on doing solo trips.
He was just at Western Conference semifinals.
Yeah. That was one day. It was one day.
No, that's definitely an option.
But we on the work. We're on the work on it.
For sure.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll probably do something if it's like more of investigations. We'll probably focus on the South for just for the first season, just to kind of keep everything close to the house, and then we'll kind of spread it on out like a nice virus.
It was spiritually transmitted disease. Oh, say I like that.
I do like St. Augustine.
Who we got back there with the mic?
We're gonna go back here.
All right.
Currently not working. So
Oh, wow.
you might have to yell.
Our mic isn't working.
We have a quick comment and then I have a genuine question.
Okay.
I mean, you just need to talk to the kids over there because they've already done it. But do a Kickstarter to fund the episodes to get going.
Okay, you know what? Matter of fact, we're gonna behold to that advice. If you guys can pull out your phones right now, go to Cash App, type in the Marcus Harvey. I promise you, these two will get their money eventually.
5 to 7 business days.
Because we know how the accounts gotta work, Juwan. So over the weekend, those square joints go a little slow. But no, we'll definitely work out something like that. That actually does sound smart. We've been talking about a couple things, man. It's just like you said, we're just trying to get all of our schedules together. Get our specific plan of action. What do we want to do? Do we want to investigate? Do we want to do something more like Fright Club? Do we want to do something more like with celebrities? Do we want to do something more with
No.
whatever thing y'all want to do? You know what I'm saying? There's so many
Do it
things.
all.
Do it all.
Do all of it. All of it.
All the things.
Yes.
Yes.
So I've been growing my hair back out.
Okay, I can see.
It's finally curly again.
Okay.
What can I do to keep my curls curly?
Oh, you can get you some curl popping stuff from Bevel. We got some curl enhancer. So yeah, add some foaming pomade by Paul Mitchell will also give you a lovely curl. No, this is actually what I do, guys. So that's why my expert voice came up. If I don't know what I'm talking about, I'm like, no, you gonna have to get some for your hair. You know what I'm saying?
All right, we've got our microphone back, all the way back here to your left. That's you.
To the left.
Hi, I'm Nikki.
Hey, Nikki.
Hi, Nikki.
Hi, I just have one question. Out of all of your investigations, which one was the scariest for you?
Yes. Okay.
I would probably say for me personally, yes, it's definitely the House of Bills. But it's not more so for the reason you think. Yes, it's a satanic church, and an old funeral home, and a Masonic temple.
All great reasons.
Died there.
All great reasons.
Like, all of that good stuff. But the one thing that stood out to most, that was the only location we have ever investigated when someone walked in off the street and got lost in this haunted funeral home. So apparently he didn't know that place was haunted, just like we didn't know about it.
All you heard, see now listen.
How we investigate the living and the dead.
And what's crazy about that was this was the only episode where all three of us didn't go into the location. So I'm sitting in the car and they're inside investigating, so I'm just on my phone doing nothing.
You missed him walk right past you.
I missed him walk right past me. And then all of a sudden I hear, oh shit, what is going on? What is that?
Come on, you're killing the jokes, man.
This homeless man, there he go. I don't have enough minutes on this microphone, that's what it is. After 9, y'all already know how it goes, man. But this homeless man snuck in there and got stuck. Oh shit! Oh, what is this? Oh hell no! This here old man, and I'm like, hey dog, I ain't going in there. Shit. Didn't anybody tell your ass to go in there? And I'm on the microphone talking about, David, Joanna, I think somebody in there. Keep your head on the swivel.
They literally had to shut production down for like 2 hours to find us. Because you gotta realize this is a 40, 50,000 square foot megaplex, multi-level rooms every which way, caved in floors.
Yeah.
All we could hear was, help it, breathe, help it.
And he keep moving. So it's starting to get me. It's not like you're gonna just stay there, sir. I'm just saying, stay there. Hell no, I stay there. It was a scavenger hunt for a homeless man.
That man got stuck behind the wall.
The sad part is, this is a true story. Ain't no jokes.
Oh my
This is
God.
real life.
Yeah.
That is hilarious.
And rumor has it he's still there.
We just gotta keep shooting. We just did room tone.
All right, next question.
Yeah, where we at?
Over here to your right.
Hands everywhere now. Y'all gotta hold them high.
How you doing, guys?
How you doing?
Yeah.
I love when y'all do that. I met you 7 years ago at the New Jersey Paracon. I know you remember me, right? No, we do. We remember most faces though, for sure. So if we ever tell you that we do remember you and you think that we're lying,
We are. I mean, we are. We are not.
We are not.
We are not. Yeah.
My man said take it.
I'm just playing. No.
He's just serious.
So would we say to someone that wants to go from content creating their own to the television network? Honestly, I would say keep content creating on your own.
Yeah.
To be completely honest, like it's not it's easy to say because we came from television. You know what I mean? And we got the perks for doing it. And a lot comes with that, which is fun. We get access to locations that we may not have gotten. You get the support of people from all over the world. But it's the control that the higher ups, the people in suits that have never been investigating in their life, try to control the stuff that you put out. And you don't want someone telling you when you can go investigate, when you can't, where you can go, what you can say, the story you gotta follow. You don't want all of that control. It's like, it's better off you forging your journey online yourself and building up a supportive audience or community yourself. I wouldn't even be worried about TV. And there's no really that many ghost hunting shows on television right now. Everything's just kind of on hold. So you're just fighting up an uphill battle with that trying to be the goal. But I'm telling you, you can do a lot more. And whatever your goal is, you can make a lot more. Connections, money, anything online, 100% for sure.
And to piggyback off that, like, you just can't be afraid of the work.
Yeah.
Like, it's gonna be work, right? Like, you realize that when we were with the network, you realize how much work they were doing, but it wasn't like we're afraid to do that. It's just, once it's now on our plate, you're like, oh, okay, we really gotta lock down. And that's something you have to do as a creator. But it's not difficult. It's just something you gotta, take care of. But I think you can do it. Like, the network that's like, I don't know, it's the illusion of something, right? Like, ultimately, you want to have your idea out there. And so the best way to do that is from you pushing your idea.
We're going to go all the way over here to the side.
Hi guys.
Hello. Hi, Heather.
We're from Louisiana. Any plans to come back and investigate in Louisiana?
Yeah, shoot. But the Graveyard Shift family, we just left New Orleans last year, so we did our Graveyard Fest 2025 in New Orleans. This year it will be in Savannah. But we're always in New Orleans. Always in New Orleans. It's always something to do. We linked up with the voodoo priestess Bloody Mary out there in New Orleans. So yeah, we always have plans to be in New Orleans.
Y'all should come to Lafayette.
Okay.
Lafayette, Louisiana.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know exactly where that is for sure. Okay. All right. Appreciate that.
Come back here. Stand on the same side.
Grab the young lady right with the glasses.
Hi.
Hey.
Blaze of 14. This is totally off the paranormal question, but what's your guys' 3 favorite music artists?
Okay.
All time.
Okay.
All time.
Let y'all handle that.
Outkast,
Usher.
D'Angelo.
Come on.
Okay.
It's D'Angelo.
That's the song that they sing. And I would say early Lauryn Hill.
Lauryn Hill is on my list too. Marvin Gaye. And I would say currently J. Cole.
I'm a Michael Jackson fan, guy. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to you. I'm a Whitney Houston fan, guy. Who else y'all like? Give me somebody else.
He was looking for whoever y'all like.
I'm Elton John.
I'm a Beatles fan.
You gonna say you're a Drake fan?
That's a really tough question though, because it's like I have favorites in genres, right? So I don't know. Like, because I would say John Mayer or somebody.
Man, stop trying to get more.
I really want the music question. That's the first time people have asked us something outside of like, I really love the culture question. That's amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
John Mayer, Kings of Leon.
All right, we got a lot of hands up.
We're going to come here to your far, that'd be your left, right over here, side of the tent.
My voice is really loud. Hi, I'm Anna.
Hey.
So, what scares you more when you're doing an investigation? Spirits or random coming in? Other people's
I'm gonna give you the real answer. Random humans. Because ghosts you can punch through. Random humans, they got long fingernails, you know what I'm saying? They get on the streets and stuff. They on the streets, man. So I mean, like I said, even with that situation that we had, House of Wheels, that was a little bit more terrifying than you hearing your name whispered in a state asylum. Even though that is kind of unsettling. Somebody said, Marcus, whoa! I didn't know ghosts knew black names. You know what I'm saying? Jamal. And I'm like, oh. That's a new name. I don't know that. I see why we got this. Yeah.
All right, we're going to stay right in the same area.
Question for you, my name is Alex. Between the three of you, what would you say would be the creepiest thing you guys have each experienced on one of your adventures?
We went to this Diddy party. When the white folks laughing, that's big right there. Like, what do you even know about that? You sure know what you might do.
Those brothers at a freak off.
I would have to say Washington, Georgia. We were at the Dispatching Hotel. Me and Jawan, this is like maybe our first season of Ghost Brothers. Dalen was like on the 3rd floor. We were on the 4th floor. Other man on the 4th floor. And so me and Jawan were investigating. This is spirits trying to keep a brother down. Recognizing my transgressions, therefore recognizing me in a sanctuary of sanctities and what have you. But no, so we were investigating on the 4th floor, and this was early in our investigation days, and Jawan's like, hey man, you know what we should do? Yeah, hey man, you know what we should do? What should we do, Jawan? We should do Bloody Mary. Why would we do Bloody Mary and we don't know how to close this stuff up? So we do Bloody Mary. Later on, after the whole investigation, I have to go to sleep in that room. I'm going to sleep, but I got one eye open. I'm like, and that eye just starts closing, and all of a sudden, I feel on my leg a rub like that. I said, hell no.
Play dead.
Man, listen, I pulled the covers over my head because that's actually scientifically proven. The force field of the spiritual life, now I'm in my genius voice and my expert voice again, it allows you to manipulate yourself in such a way that you close yourself off from all spirits. All right, guys? So that's what that happened with that, man. It was crazy, though. So that's mine. I forgot the question, man.
Mine was back to the House of Wheels. We were just talking about film and television show. I did mirror gazing. Well, everything happened with mirrors with us. That's the problem. I did mirror gazing, but in the middle of doing this mirror gazing, I literally saw my reflection smile at me, right?
Hell no.
I ain't smiling like that. Yeah. And I was tripping. I was like, well, maybe I'm just having a good time. My face was showing. But my mouth went up into like the chest joke. Y'all, I have never, that has been the only time I've ever seen anything like that. And that's the one time, and I just literally, I fell to the ground. And I didn't tell anybody what I saw. And the lady next to me who was doing the same thing I was immediately says, oh my God, my reflection just smiled at me. And she didn't know, I didn't tell her what I saw. So that's just what validated in that moment. It was just the creepiest thing ever to see. That's some shit you see in movies. You know what I'm saying? You don't see that in real life. But to see it in real life was, yeah.
I guess I'm the smart one who stayed in the car, huh? Nobody smiled back at me.
Well, the dude that walked past you, he smiled.
Get this way. Get this way.
We walk by you and say, shh.
You got long fingernails, bro.
Now you had two people to think of your answer.
Oh, so when you forget the question, it's okay.
All right, we'll go next. You want to come up here, man? We got
They cut the music on you, Juwan.
Say it, man.
What got you into investigating?
Don't let that little boy fool y'all. You be the worst one.
What got me into was the money, yeah. Oh, that was so sweet. I had a mortgage.
Was it bad?
I had bills, baby. You know what that is?
Y'all, we childish. No, dear child in the back.
There is a Santa Claus still.
Easter Bunny and all of that. No, we didn't see anyone that looked like us doing paranormal investigating. So it's kind of like you. Yeah. So it's kind of like you watching the show and like, dang, I ain't seen a group of kids going and haunted asylums and looking for demons. And then it's like, maybe me and my two friends can do that. And then yeah, you gotta get a TV show.
You don't see the mama over there like, you better shut your ass up. I ain't seen all my Saturdays though.
How much y'all say y'all make again?
The Christmas list will change. SLS camera.
Most definitely with that.
All right, all the way back. All the way back.
Hi guys, of course we love you.
We love you too.
Marcus, this is for you.
Okay.
All right. I want to know how many times your wife has had to call you because you beat them with the prostitute.
Oh my God.
Now listen.
That's a hot take.
Now listen. To be
Prostitute ghost.
Now listen, to be clear.
That makes it better.
So dead prostitutes.
To be clear, the prostitutes were dead already. So I mean, what do you want me to do? I'm here to get paid, baby. You know. But nah, man. Yeah, ever since then, man, she makes sure she calls me every 10 minutes to make sure that I'm away from all that dead cat. You know what I'm saying?
That is
I got us canceled, my bad, guys. Nah, man, I shouts out to Christina. She shows love, man. She's always been fun to have her on the show, whether it be calling in or just like whatever. It's always good. It's always good to have our family support us, and it's amazing thing. Because like you said, I would have never thought to be a ghost hunter. You know what I'm saying? So I know my family and my wife, who's a praise and worship leader, would have never thought that her husband is going to be going into a haunted house talking to spirits while she's trying to invoke the Holy Spirit on Sunday. Boy, house divided. But it's paid for though. See how we killing up over here, Chuck?
We're going to come over here to your right in the back.
Okay. So I know that you guys go to all these haunted places. Do you guys ever actually, I'm a crime scene investigator, do you actually go onto an actual crime scene and do something like that?
Yeah,
So you want us to come mess up a crime scene?
As long as it's get clearance,
I'm gonna come
I can get clearance, I will go.
I'm gonna come up there like,
Was this knife supposed to be over here?
just walk away there. I'm gonna come up there like, I see. Looks like we got a murder right here. So. 2 ghosts. 2 bodies. Yeah, that's totally cool.
No, I would love that. That would be.
How often do you see?
So seriously, I can just come to work for you?
Yeah, you do your asylum.
Okay.
Wait, are you?
I can ride in the front. I can ride in the front.
I don't want to be in the back seat.
That's how y'all get a lot of us.
You had 2
game.
You know that game. You ain't gonna get me twice.
Civilian unit. We're not actually police department.
Okay, okay.
We need our own special bands.
Okay, bands. Now you trying to abduct me? I know we're legit. We're legit, man. You like candy? There's a band
Our band doesn't have a license plate.
No.
Okay, thank you.
Hey, you get that? We might
I would love to
that.
actually. Little crime scene.
I bet you've seen some wild stuff.
I work midnight.
Oh,
Oh, that's really good
freaks
crazy.
come out at night.
Yeah, special victims unit.
Let's say we got two.
Yeah, a lot of heads.
All right, come over here. You can come over here now.
Hi guys,
Hey, now.
I have a two-part question.
Okay.
Please come investigate in Pittsburgh.
Okay.
We did one of these in Gettysburg one time.
Yeah, it was small.
But it's a lot smaller.
What?
Last year.
Yes.
Okay, so I mean like celebrity ghost hunt would be like
We gonna make that happen. I
I
like
would
that.
love to.
Okay.
The second part is, any more black people ghost hunting?
Nah, we kill them all.
Not enough.
Every time one of them come up, we get them in that band, baby.
Ask them if they want to do a ride along. And then they're a part of the graveyard shift.
All right, we're gonna come right up front here.
We do.
All of them.
There we go. We do
We don't walk away.
dang, okay. We do welcome more of us, you know what I'm saying? Just because it's cool, you know what I'm saying? To see everybody's spot. I'm not pushing the button.
There it is. Shut up, Taylor. Yes, ma'am.
What was the one thing that made y'all believe in ghosts?
So, I think for me, so I've had instances in my past that I felt like I had a paranormal experience when I was younger, and I didn't know if I was imagining, dreaming, didn't see what I thought I saw, whatever. All that could be debunked or just put in a separate cart. It wasn't until we were at Charleston, South Carolina at the Old City Jail when I was watching the camera and Jawan and Marcus was walking through the building. I'm watching them on the security camera, and I literally see them walking down the stairs, and I see this shadow figure walk through the center of the room and literally walk through Jawan. And I'm looking at it live happening. Yes, I had a walkie-talkie. No, I did not let them know. I was like, this is the worst. I thought I was watching the TV show. But that was my first time, like, really, like, oh shit, this is real. Like, this is real. Like, it was really a whole head, arm, leg, neck, shoulder, shadow figure walking.
Yeah, so
They know I saw him. They know I saw him. Y'all, me and Marcus have a hit song that's actually trending on the
Taiwan.
Taiwan chart. You know, it's called Head, Shoulders, Knees, Soul. Everybody knows I saw our hit song out there. But yeah, for sure.
I think for me, you know, we used to say this a lot. Black folks, we believe in ghosts. It's just the Holy Ghost. You know what I'm saying? We weren't really trying to play with the unholy ghost. You feel me? And so I've always had a knowledge that there was a spiritual world. There was a world that was beyond, you know, our life and what we do right now. So I still go. I've always believed in it, but I'm even more sharp on making sure that I'm covered, so that whatever may come, I'm not, you know, There's nothing coming around me. As you can tell, it went through Joanne and not me. Clearly shows how holy I am. Glory be to God. Hey, from whom all blessings flow. And that's what we just try to do, man. We just try to make sure that, we stay respectful. We stay, on our P's and Q's, head on the swivel, and pray it up.
Okay.
That's beautiful. Took him to church on Saturday.
We're going to stay right up front here.
I'm just killing mics, that's all it is.
Hi, I'm Rain. I wanted to ask what you thought about Zach Bagans putting Annabelle on tour.
Alright.
Check. Hey.
I got you.
Alright. So I didn't know about that. So what is he doing? He has an Annabelle doll and he's taking her on tour. Okay, so I've heard bits and pieces. So I didn't know all that stuff was together. So Zach Bagans had the Annabelle doll. He took her on tour and she went to a plantation and the plantation burned down. That's the timeline of events.
She went near it.
Wow.
Are they bringing Annabelle up on charges?
Or are they bringing Zach up on charges?
Somebody gonna pay for this.
Somebody.
Pay for this top.
Dang. What was his reason behind wanting to do that? Just to do it?
Hey, listen. Annabelle, hey, if you using my electricity, we gonna put you to work too.
That's wild. Dang. And then, hey,
Everybody got their own.
That's
their own way
crazy.
of
That's what it
business,
sounded
so.
like. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. God bless him. God bless him. Yeah. I don't know what y'all want me to say about Zach, y'all. God damn, man.
They didn't want us to go
Y'all
out
didn't
there.
want us to say it for them. I'm gonna say it one day. I'm gonna say y'all want me to say it.
Call him out his name. Call him out his name.
I'm gonna call him.
Well, yeah, here we go. What's the next?
No, I'm just playing.
Here to your left.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. I can't ever come to anything without hearing about Zach Bagans.
He's the boogeyman up here.
I hope to see you guys investigate the new Bobby Matthews mistake. But I'm wondering if any of you guys have ever gone home with an attachment.
Not an eye.
I see we all got quiet. Like, that's something we were like extremely fearful of when we got started. So we definitely didn't want to bring anything home. And the first thing we learned was like you got to tell the spirits to stay. Like, you have to be intentional about telling them not to follow you home. So we do our best not to catch any STDs.
Spiritually transmitted diseases.
I know a lot of y'all probably heard me tell my one story before where I thought that I brought something home with me. Because my mother's a pastor, my wife, my daughter, my wife doesn't do anything with the paranormal. She doesn't, that's just not her thing at all. And I remember we were out of town one day filming, and when my baby was a baby, we had the little netted camera, where we could look at her in the crib sleeping. And I remember we were in California, and I woke up late in the morning, early in the morning one night, and I looked at her on the camera, and literally hovering over her crib was like this white mist. And I was just so terrified. Like, I just felt like I felt helpless, because I felt like I was out of town, I couldn't do anything, and it was my fault that it was there. I'm calling Stacy, calling my wife's phone over and over, and she's not answering. I'm terrified. She finally answers. I'm like, baby, please go get Axel. There's something hovering. There's a mist hovering over her crib. And my wife literally got quiet. And she said, boy, that is the humidifier. I said, damn, it's on in.
I sure did plug it up before I left.
I was tripping. So now, anytime my baby get congested, say, you want me to go put on a little spirit? You want me to put on a little spirit smoke blow? But yeah, I was terrified. Terrified, guys.
All right, back here to your left.
What is a special place you want to go to?
You said, what is the special place we want to go to?
Yes.
I've always wanted to go to Alcatraz.
Knew you was gonna say that.
Yeah, because you went without us. I've always wanted to go to Alcatraz. Yeah, that's a good one.
I wanted to investigate the White House.
I was going to say the same thing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of skeletons there. Boy, lately and in the past 8 years. There's been a lot of stuff in that book. Is that you, Joe? You said sleepy Joe.
That's crazy.
This way, President. Ooh.
I would love to do international as well, though.
Yeah.
Like we were supposed. So the first season of Ghost Brothers Lights Out was actually supposed to be international, but then COVID hit, so everything we had to reorganize, and then it just became some of the like haunted locations in the States. But like we had like Romania, Eastern and Western Europe, Dracula's castle. Like it was like a haunted island in Italy. Like it was a lot of stuff. But yeah, I would love to do some stuff like that internationally.
Then COVID came, we ended up right back up in Ohio. In Louisiana. Next, we got some hands up.
All right, we're gonna come up here to the you right. Ready.
They everywhere.
Right? And we're right back to Ohio.
Like Mothman, Bigfoot, or anything like that.
Yes. Yes.
She, first off, that must have been her stuff, because she was like, yeah!
Bring them to the crypto.
Yeah, I think that, man, just killing these mics, you know what I'm saying? I would love to go investigate Bigfoot for just a half a day. I ain't sleeping over. We'll pick this back up tomorrow, guys. Sun's going down, all right. If I start hearing, that's what the investigation's for. To see if that's what Bigfoot sounds like. But I would definitely, yeah, that would be kind of dope. You know, go to like Area 51 and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm with it. Whoa.
I'm down, man. I would love to. If I had to pick and see a full-fledged ghost,
Okay.
or a full-fledged alien,
Okay.
I think I would go alien. What
What about Bigfoot? Would you put?
No, we're not talking about alien and ghost.
Okay.
I'm going full-blown alien. Let me get a round of applause. If you could pick one or the other, who's going alien?
Alien versus ghost.
Okay, who's going ghost?
How many of y'all have seen an alien? Because it's just not a lot. Yeah, I feel like y'all have seen it. I would have said alien too, bro. I would have said alien. I would like to go explore and investigate Bigfoot. There's a spot in Georgia, like I think in like the Blue Ridge Mountains, they have like a Bigfoot like museum or I don't know. Oh, where?
Oregon would be dope.
Yeah, they be having a lot of Bigfoot clips on Paranormal Call on camera, and like now I'm really into it.
Yeah. But then it could be just a big dude
And
with
a
long
nice-
hair. Yeah, with long hair. I saw a Bigfoot. Matter of fact.
On our way to the walk, on our way here.
He was on a smoke break, but hey, I'm gonna come on over there. I'm gonna come on over there. I'm gonna come over to your booth, man. I've been hearing a lot about you. Thank you, Sasquatch. No problem, baby.
I believe in all of that stuff. I believe in mermaids. Like, my thing is the water. Like, I feel like there's some things in water that we have no idea about, y'all. So, yeah. Do we have a conspiracy theory? Yes.
Hey, the water is The water kind of scary to me though. I ain't going
Man,
front.
listen. Yeah, I would love to get involved in fitness. That would be real. I feel like you can't be a believer or interested in spirits and just totally discredit all of the cryptids. Like to me, it just doesn't.
I would like to investigate alien ghosts. You know what I'm saying? It's a mixture. Get it all. You know what I'm saying?
All right, what else we got?
Over here to your right.
Hey guys.
What's happening?
Jay. I'm Steve. Guys last year.
What else, Steve?
What up, Steve?
Steve, you know that like you about to do some bars or something. Going up, Steve.
Not today. But Jay, how do you like doing, since you got a lot of people in Ohio here, how you like doing the fancy forensic stuff?
Oh man, the Best Bridges show was actually really, really dope, man. Yeah, thank you. Because I had nothing to do with it, right? That was something that Scotty and his producer friends were trying to create. And when he asked me to come along, I was just all for it, just hanging out with my guy Scotty. But just to see him work in real time, him not knowing the premise of the show is Scotty knows nothing about the investigation. I know all the information. I bring him to a town and he has to literally piece the story together just by the visions that he's getting in his psychic mind. It's crazy. I thought he was cheap, to be honest. I was asking him for like, how does he not know? It's just to see him work in real life. It's just amazing, man. So Phantom Forensics, if you haven't seen it, please head on over to YouTube and search Phantom Forensics. We have 3 episodes up there. And yeah, good time.
All right, we're going to stay here to your right.
Hey there.
Hey, hello.
My name's Renee. And how supportive was your family when you first got into ghost studies? Because I know my family, we're Latino, and my mom was like, you know, so.
All right, no, you Latino, and she was like, hell no.
It wasn't
Ella, hell no.
Hell no. I think the best explanation for that was after doing a season or 2 of Ghost Brothers, my mother, like I said, she's a pastor. She's the head pastor of my church since I was in the 3rd grade. I was in her kitchen, and I was like, man, Mama, you know why people love Ghost Brothers? And she was like, why, baby? And I was like, because we don't know what we're doing. And she looked at me, and with a righteous stare, she was like, you're right. Because if you truly knew what you were doing, you wouldn't be doing this.
Black Save Mamas ain't no joke, boy.
Listen, she just literally dropped the mic and walked out the room. And I was like, at that moment, that wasn't my mother. Like, that was like my pastor talking to me. And it let me know how she really, really felt. She's uber supportive of what we do. But I feel like the fears and concern for my mother and a pastor, that kind of leads the charge with my mother for sure.
Well, my mother definitely tried to brand it. She was like, oh, you're a ghost brother, I'm a ghost mother. And I'm like, do you have t-shirts? Like, what are we doing? And she immediately was on board, so they've been really supportive.
Very supportive.
All right, we'll come over here to your left. I think we got time for maybe 1 or 2 more.
All right, we locked in.
Hi, my name is Maureen, and this is my son Jeffy.
Hey.
2 things. Are you guys running the ghost tour tonight?
We are
Unfortunately, you're not.
So we might be.
Boo!
Did we get booed?
I don't think we have time for any more questions.
Boo that man!
I also want to tell you my 7-year-old son Corey, he couldn't come with us this weekend, but he loves you guys.
Word, you tell him his favorite?
Tell him he said, what's up?
All right, we can do 1 more. And right here, right up front.
It's gonna be the best question of the day.
No pressure. No pressure.
Ooh, she ready.
Hi, I'm Kathy. I'm a Capricorn.
Hey, Kathy. Come on.
I'm actually happy for TV. What was your first investigation like?
Before television?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So that was that was a Sorellas, right? Not for me that was, but for y'all did another.
1738.
That's 1738.
Oh, that's all. That's Petty Walk.
Petty Walk.
Rap song, yo.
What's that?
And then
1790.
1790. So look, we had no background in paranormal investigating, y'all. We was trying to find black ghost hunters. We couldn't find any. So we was like, if we gonna show somebody this idea, we gotta do it ourselves.
Yeah.
So we went down to Savannah, Georgia. We found a guy off Craigslist that had a camera. This is real life, y'all. We paid him $47.63. That's all we had. This man went to Savannah, Georgia with us. We rented a haunted hotel, y'all, and we was in there for about 17 minutes.
Yeah, it was good. That's what I was gonna say. Our first investigation wasn't long.
It wasn't.
Yeah, it wasn't long at all.
That was it. That was it.
But we never got that footage. We never saw those 17
This
minutes.
man's name off of Craigslist, and this is where I messed up at. Because his name was Spike Spielberg. Now, so never give a man named Spike Spielberg $43.63.
I see what he was doing. You got Spike Lee, you got Steven Spielberg. You think he's gonna be great. Oh my God.
He robbed us, y'all. We got robbed.
He filmed the 17 minutes with a black and mild in his mouth the entire
The
time.
entire time. Y'all, he had, what's that thing that you put on all of our seasoned supporters? The thing you put on the steering wheel of the car back in the day to lock it.
The club.
He had one of those with his camera duct taped to it. Just so he could move
Steady cam. That's his steady.
and get the good shot.
Dang.
But yeah, so to answer your question, when you watch the very first episode of Ghost Brothers, that is only the second time in life that we had ever investigated. For sure, in real life. In real life.
All right, and with that, ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause for Ghost.